What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I'm Blake McLain, and I'm a music producer. So I know I've been gone for a few weeks. I haven't really posted many videos, like I said, over the course of pretty much the entire month of December. But I've been working with my band on our brand new album that's coming out, hopefully, the very beginning of March. So getting everything mixed and mastered and just been working like crazy on it. We're really excited. If you want to follow us, link is down in the description. We're called Birds of Paradise. And we've got a couple surprises on the album, too, that I think you're all going to flip over. You have no idea how badly I want to tell you, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. So that's what I've been working on. But today we're starting my videos back up with my top albums of 2021. Keep in mind, please, that this is totally my opinion, and it doesn't make any one album better than the other. It's just, this is my taste. This is what I've listened to this year. And this is kind of what I enjoyed the most. So really it doesn't have a lot to do with like production value or anything like that when it comes to listening, because that's, what it all boils down to is the listener. So we're going to jump right in. So anyways, subscribe. Yeah, all that good stuff. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with number 5 for me. I'm honestly going to put Adele 30 there. I know a lot of people are going to be like, I don't think it was that great, or, it deserves to be higher. But for me, I was in kind of the right place, the right time. I really didn't want to do that album because of sort of where I was at the time. And I knew it was just going to absolutely wreck me, and it did. So yeah, I mean, that one definitely had an impact on me. So I'm going to put it there at number 5. Only reason I'm not putting it any higher either is just because some of the songs for me were a little long, a little draggy. And I know like she did the talking thing in a lot of them, but for me, even though it's really raw and it's really cool, I think it's just, I would rather almost hear it expressed a little bit more lyrically, But it's still a cool thing. It's a really cool idea. I just think it went on for a little bit, in some of those spots, but amazing album regardless. And her voice is insane. So it's Adele. What can you do? Okay, so at number 4, I'm going to put Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Just because emotionally, it was a journey, you know what I mean? And it really kind of pulled you through everything that she's been going through. And she does so well lyrically, and just kind of tying that in, her and Phineas sort of tying that into the music and really allowing them to cohabitate in the way that the music is created. I did have some issues with this album. You all know, for some weird reason, like, some of the mixes just sound weird to me. And I know everyone's like, you had to listen to it on headphones. But the only thing that bothered me about that was I just feel like the headphone thing is almost hype, just to get people to listen to the album. And it's Billie Eilish. Everybody's going to listen anyways. And it should sound good on your studio monitors. It should sound good on the little mono radio. It should sound good on, in every single car, not just in one place. And so that was the only thing that like frustrated me with it. And a lot of the comments back frustrated me just a tad, but doesn't make it, not a good album. It was definitely just pushing the limits of what can be done and how it's done, which I think is really cool. And I respect it so much. And I respect the hell out of Phineas, and I respect the hell out of Billie too. I think they're amazing artists, amazing musicians, and they did a fantastic job with this album. So that's why I'm putting it at number 4. Okay. So at number 3, I'm doing An Evening with Silk Sonic. I mean, Bootsy Collins was on this. How could I not put it on here? And for what it is and for where it sits with all of those songs and the collaboration and everything, it's an amazing album. I mean, I love the throwback stuff. You all know I love the throwback stuff. And it's just got such a nice taste of all of that with a little bit of like a modern feel in it too. So it deserves to be on here. The only thing with it that I feel like could have been a little bit better is like, I loved Anderson .Paak's music in the past. I loved Bruno Mars's music in the past. Yes, I have gone back and listened to Anderson .Paak. And it's like, together, I feel like they could have pushed it just a little bit more, pulled a little bit more from themselves and each other. Like, even on like Bruno's past albums, literally every single song is like the catchiest song I've ever heard in my entire life. And the way that I sort of end up judging a lot of these is, am I waking up in the middle of the night and singing it? And, am I humming it as I'm setting everything up in the morning, to film? Am I, accidentally writing a song that has a melody similar to it? And with this one, even though I've listened to it a bunch, that hasn't quite happened, And I'm not 100% sure why. I can't really pin it, but it didn't really happen with this one, and I was kind of surprised about it. But, we'll see where they kind of go in the future. And I still think it's an incredible album with amazing collaborations on it, and it deserves all of the hype that it has gotten. So, okay, so number 2, we're going with Olivia Rodrigo, Sour. She literally broke records this year. She, like everybody said, she's becoming like the new Taylor Swift, and she's pushing the boundaries of pop music and stuff like that. And that's what I loved about it. I mean, I've created such an amazing fan base, and a lot of her fans have, come and watched, this stuff. And it's because, honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I fully believe that people are coming and watching some of those Olivia Rodrigo reactions because I was thoroughly enjoying that music. And I just thought it was so cool that finally somebody was adding electric guitar back into pop music, and kind of bringing back some of that angst and some of that oomph that I felt like it had been missing for a long time. And it always comes back around. And I'm just happy to see that it's coming back around. And she has an incredible voice. She had a great vision for everything. And I can't wait to see where she goes in the future. Through and through, that album was pretty strong. Every single song had its own kind of little atmosphere to it and its own sort of little feeling. And yeah, they're a little overplayed now, but it doesn't make them bad songs. Like, they're still incredible. You listen to the same song over and over and over and over and over again until you get sick of it. I know I do. And I'm still not sick of her songs. I think they're fantastic. So that's why I'm putting Olivia Rodrigo, Sour, number 2 slot. She absolutely deserves it, and I think she's going to do really well in the future. Can't wait. So before I get to the number 1 slot, I would like to ask that you all please subscribe. There's a little watermark down in the bottom right corner. If you just hover over it, the subscribe button will show up. I'm trying to get the channel to 500,000 subscribers and then 1 million as quickly as possible. My street team and I have been working on something that we're incredibly excited about, something small for 500,000 and something really big for 1 million. And it's going to be really cool. It's good for the industry. It's good for music. And as people who love and enjoy and appreciate music, I know you're all going to absolutely love it too. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, we're incredibly excited about it. And we're working very, very, very hard on it. But we can't do it until we get there. So, please support and please help get us there. Also, if you do want to help and you want to join the street team, I'll pin a comment down in the comments below with an email address. Just send an email there, say that you're interested, and we'll get back to you pretty quickly. So anyways, we're going to jump in now. All right, so before I get to the number 1, there are a couple other considerations that I had as I was sort of debating with these. Scaled and Icy. I mean, 21 Pilots, absolutely amazing. Lyrically, musically, everything about them, fantastic. And every single album they put out has been pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. So Scaled and Icy belongs on there. I've got, let's see, Ed Sheeran's new album. Actually, there was some stuff I really enjoyed on that. Like, oh my God, the Joker, and I keep wanting to say the Joker and the Thief. The Joker and the Queen. Probably one of my favorite songs of this year. Like, I don't think I've ever heard him write a song that really I felt that much. I really liked that one a lot. Ash's album, Lovejoy, they put out 2, like an EP and an album, or 2 EPs, I guess, depending on how you look at it. And I mean, what's really cool about them as well? It's this older sort of like indie punk style of music, like very like Scott Pilgrimish, that you don't hear very much anymore, and people are loving it. And I think that's so cool that everything is growing in that direction again, and people are creating this raw, just unfiltered feeling in their music, and other people are relating to it. It makes me so happy. So that being said, number 1 for me, I think you all probably guessed this, but Luke Hemmings, When Facing the Things We Turn Away From, that album had me staring at a wall the first time that I listened to it. Like, I listened to it through for the reaction, and I remember, like, my girlfriend at the time, she came home, and she's like, "Why are you just staring at the wall?" And I was like, I need to rethink everything. I need to rewrite everything that I've ever written. And I thought it was a little bit of fluke. She was like, okay. I thought it was a little bit of a fluke, so I went and I listened to it again, and the exact same thing happened. And I was just like, God, all of the music that I had written up to that point felt just shallow and insignificant. And I literally called up all the guys in my band. I was like, we're rewriting. We're starting over from the very beginning. Like, I need the music that I'm going to write to feel as real and as just filled with, you know, all of the things that I've gone through as his does. And through, I mean, that album took me on a journey. And there aren't very many albums that I've ever listened to that have done that, which is why I'm speaking so highly of it. Yeah, Luke is incredibly talented. I love him in 5 Seconds of Summer. I love all those guys. I think they're amazing people. And, you know, they have a crazy amount of talent. And you guys know I'll always support them. But that just, the entire thing got me. I can't even begin to, you okay, buddy? I can't even begin to fully explain it to you. You just have to go listen to it if you haven't listened to it. And Mum was probably the turn for me. That was where it was like, I was fully invested at that point. Come here, buddy. You're not going to do that. He's going to totally do it. He loves to do that while I'm filming. But yeah, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. Again, it changed my whole perspective on music. And that's what I feel like albums are meant to do, which is why I'm giving it the number 1 slot. I haven't had an album affect me that much in a very, very, very long time. So anyways, that being said, I know there are definitely some other things that came out this year that I'm probably not even thinking of right now. So you guys let me know what your top 10 are, your top 5 are down in the comments. And also please like and subscribe. You know, I'm trying to get this channel to 500,000 and then to 1 million as soon as possible, because I have some big goals that I want to reveal whenever I get to the 1 million. And I think you're all going to absolutely love them. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel and help me grow and get there as quickly as possible. And follow me on social media, all that stuff. Every little bit of support helps. So, and for extra content, check out the Patreon. Sorry, I'm distracted by this guy. Anyways, that's pretty much everything. So till next time, I will catch you all later.